You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking since Phil stole my Corncast. I'm gonna steal his Pokecast. So welcome back to the Pokecast.
Who the hell are you?
Who the hell am I? I'm Phil.
You look different. Is it the glasses?
Is it because I'm more sexy?
It might be.
All right, well I'll let you go. You know, I think whenever we start off with talking about each other how we're sexy, I think it just takes off. I'm pretty sure in the Uncharted thing, that's why we got so far. 10, you know. 10.
I mean, they did get to see our hands.
Some people have a hand fetish. You know, you never know. Just funny.
I'm saying.
Hey, now we figured out why that video is going.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll let you go. I've never watched. Well, I watched 10 minutes of each episode, and I was kind of like, I don't know who you're talking about.
So there hasn't been a new Pokemon game. That's not what this is about.
Not till the end of this year.
This is about a game called Nexomon Extinction. Not the first one. That's a mobile game that neither one of us played.
Probably the greatest non-Pokemon game ever made.
I mean, I can't think of any other monster collecting games off the top of my head.
Let's just put it this way. As of this recording, I played it back in January of 2021. And I was sending screenshots to Phil, Aaron, and Jacob. And they're like, wow, this game looks ugly. This game, blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, blah, blah.
No, I just said the character designs are bad.
You weren't bad. You weren't bad. And Phil was, half and half. Aaron was like, yeah, the game sucks. It's true. Then, fast forward, somebody here, I'm not going to say their name, Jacob, ended up buying Nexomon.
Damn that, John.
And then I just found out today, as of this recording, that the guy who hated it the most, Aaron, also bought Nexomon. So, I am... Okay, next month you can send me your check, because I got you 2 new sales. So, but...
Well, technically, you got them 3 sales.
That's true.
I had to buy the game twice.
Yeah,
I can delve into that story real quick. So, back in January, I was like, you know what, I'll give it a shot. I bought that with a deal that was like, you save 30% on a used game if you buy a new game, $29.99 or more. And Nexomon was that new game. And
I think I just finished it, and you guys were still doing the Pokecast. I was like, oh, cool. We can do a spin-off. So I've had this idea for a long time.
Yeah, this was a secret in the works for a few months.
Sorry, I just want to throw it in there because I was excited about this.
So, immediately after I order it, it goes out of stock. And it has not been in stock since I ordered it.
So you bought...
I don't think I can cancel the order at this point since they've sent me the other game already. So it's not like I could just be like, give me my money back because I have half the order. So I'm like, you know what? I've got nothing to do for the next month. I'm going to buy a used copy of Nexomon. So I bought that one, and thankfully it came.
And it was sealed.
Yeah, it was sealed, but I think it was open at one point because the disc wasn't in the holster.
Well,
it was just sliding around.
Yeah, I bought a lot of physical media where not so much games, but more of DVDs. Like they're not open. They're in the plastic, but they end up sliding around just because I think the machine just goes, I don't want to work today.
It's Friday. Not gonna pop this down. So I spent the last week playing Nexomon, and I think I'm 45 hours deep, and I've got almost the entire dex done.
Yeah, you did a lot better than I did.
Yeah, because that's kind of my favorite thing about these monster collection games is the collection. I wouldn't say it's. Like, gameplay-wise, I wouldn't say it's a contender for being the best Pokemon game.
No, it crashed probably about 2 or 3 times on me. And which I think they knew, because every time you go to another screen, it auto-saves.
Yeah.
But there's been a couple times where I've caught like 5 new Nexomon, and then it just hard crashes, and you lose all that data. So
I've never had it crash, but there's been a few times, specifically one family of Nexomon comes up in a fight where it just hangs on the black screen for like 3 extra seconds.
Yeah, I would say that some of the character designs are cool. I think that's the thing that you get with Pokemon is that most of them look like they would interact with each other. And in Nexomon, they kind of look like they've had like 5 different art people.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think it was more of a, hey, can you draw me a critter real quick?
Yeah.
As opposed to Pokemon where, like, I think the minimum design time for a single Pokemon is like 6 months.
Yeah. Like,
they really look at that and they go, hey, no, you gotta make sure it fits the art style, and it's gotta be... It's gotta be up to a certain quality. This one looks like they just went quantity over quality, right?
Yeah. Which, to be honest, it is kind of nice, too, because it's like, that's one thing that I don't like about these new Pokemon games, is like, okay, I've seen you before. I've seen you. And I can't even tell who have I've seen in previous games, like Gen 4 through 8. I'm like, I don't know who. I don't know which gen you came from. Even if I played the gen, I'm like, I don't remember.
But there's, so the more recent Pokemon generations have only introduced, like, I want to say, like, tops 100. Like, they don't really go much more than 100. Nexomon has 400.
Yes.
And I want to say, I think a few of them are from the original mobile release. And then, like, probably 300 of them are completely original.
Mm.
So, there's quite a few of them.
I think the other thing, too, about this game is you get 9 starters to choose from.
You get one for each type.
Yes. And, I went with the ghost guy. And
that was a mistake.
Yeah, and I think the other thing, too, about this is that the type advantages aren't like egregious. Like if you have a water guy versus electric, the electric guy's not just gonna like dumb out unless he's like a higher level.
I was gonna say the complete opposite. If you've got a guy, if you've got the electric guy and the other guy's coming at you with water, you're gonna win.
Well, yeah, you are
not going to lose. In fact, you were so comfortable you can just skip your turns.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I would do. So in Pokemon, moves have power points. In Nexomon, they just have a stamina bar.
Which I like.
And every move takes a set number off the stamina bar.
Depending on what the move is. So it could be like, a move could be worth 5 points, or the move could be up to like 25.
Mm-hmm. There's some moves that are 0.
Yeah.
And those are moves built to get your stamina back.
Yeah. I never had a 0 on my team.
Oh, I've got one. And it's just get 50 stamina back.
Oh, it doesn't do any damage? Well, don't like this.
But, so, yeah, if you rest during your turn, like if you just don't attack, you get 15 stamina back. And if you've got the type advantage and the level advantage, you don't need to worry. Because you can just... Oh, 2 damage. Ah, dang. Wow.
Yeah.
You got me. Oh, man. If only I didn't have this heal move for 100 health.
I think there's no dual cast, right? There's no, like, water, dark.
Everything is a monotype.
Which I like. I think that's...
There are technical dual types, which are the dragons. But the dragon typing doesn't come into play unless you're using the items, the dragon whistles. So each type has a whistle that increases your odds of catching that things of that type by 3%. And the dual dragon types, while they're not referred to as a dragon, that they have multiple whistles that will affect them and their catch rate. But they're not. They don't get any like special buffs for being a dragon,
right? Aside
from just having overall higher stats.
I think the other thing too is the writing. I think that's what I think I was gonna follow up with. I think even though the art's not like the best, like the writing I think really is what carries the
writing kind of propels it into maybe a top tier Pokemon game.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, whatever your character's name is, you can't be running into people's houses. You know, they don't like that.
Yeah, when you
look, another trainer coming into my house to take my stuff.
When you start the game, if you try to go into somebody's house, they just kick you out. They don't even let you in. They're just like, "Who are you? Get out!"
Which is fair. It's a fair thing. That's what I would do.
There's people who will actually just call you out on it, but they won't do anything. Like, one guy's like, "Man, what's with this guy and his protagonist complex?"
It's like, maybe you should, hey, whatever your name is, you shouldn't be taking these bribes. Oh yeah, you give me another $50. Well, stop taking the money. Yeah.
You stop giving him your money, and you stop taking the money. Okay, fine, we'll come with you.
Hey, don't spin around on the stairs. You gotta fall and hurt yourself. Those are just some of the lines. I think there's a lot of
Hey, it's kind of hot around here, so maybe go catch some fire types. You're in a volcano. Bring back 8 fire types. Maybe it'll cool down a little bit. You're in a volcano.
And then I love when you give it to him, and then the character, the NPC looks at, you know, he's not really looking at the character, you know, at you. Mm-hmm. But it looks like he turns and like he breaks like the fourth wall. He's just kind of like, yeah, it happened. The mailman, it's a great. She took my mail. And then you find out that it was her mail to begin with.
Yeah.
We're just gonna leave, okay? Sorry about that, you know.
Yeah, it was addressed to this one girl. Wait a minute. That's the girl we took the mail from.
Hey, can you guys help me with a quest? Yeah, we can help you with anything. Yeah, I dropped my ring off this bridge. Can you go find it? No, I'm sorry, that's
Nope, it's gone. It's gone forever.
Just those are some of the lines. If you guys are interested, somewhere in the 420 gaming clips to make you laugh, there's something. There's some Nexomon quotes that are in there, so I think the majority of them that we mentioned are
probably
in that little thing. But well, should we?
Get to the meat and potatoes.
So how does this go?
Usually one of us says one, and then
do you do this? Do you do the honorable mentions last?
We never had honorable mentions.
Well, it's my show now, so we're having honorable mentions.
Good thing I came prepared and had honorable mentions for some reason.
I think you just knew. You just kind of. I think the wind hit and you're like, should have honorable mentions.
But yeah, typically what we do is we just talk about one of them and why we like it, and then we take turns until we're done.
Okay, I'll go first. You know, ladies first. Nautical or not a fuck. Nose. I never said his name out loud till today.
How do you spell it?
Noocidal. I think it's Nosic.
No.
It's the dark starter.
You mean the ghost one?
Yeah. So this is his third evolve, and
is it his third evolve?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Noocidal.
Yeah, Noocidal. But so he starts off, you know, he has his head in his hands, and as he gets as he grows, he starts having like these tentacle things coming out of his body. Not really tentacles; they look like
kind of like a scarf, actually.
Yeah, and they have like X's. So I always think of I always think he's gonna start cross-chopping if everybody knows DX.
I don't know. Whenever I looked at him, I thought he was. Well, now that I'm looking at it now, the second form looks like it's in a straitjacket.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you know, he has that evil smile too, where he's just like, he looks like he killed, but so this, like I said, this is my starter, so I had a little bit more fun going through. So okay, so.
So yeah, you picked your starter first. My starter is Reptomotor.
Reptomotor.
He is a lizard, and I don't know why I picked him. I just picked him because I picked his first one because I'm like, you know, I bet Aaron didn't pick this guy. I bet Aaron didn't have this guy. Look at him; he looks so dumb.
You know, I don't think I don't know if I think I caught his first one. Maybe I've never seen his first. I mean, I've seen it, but I don't know if I ever caught him.
But yeah, no, I really liked him. I'm like, that looks the most like a Pokemon to me right now. I'm just like, I'm gonna roll with that.
Yeah, I heard he was pretty good too.
Yeah, he's a real powerhouse. He gets a move called Heal, which is just, would you like 100 health back? Here you go. And it's relatively cheap. I mean, it's 25, but it's still cheap. That's like half your health bar right there.
Yeah.
All right.
So I did Murmella next.
The first form?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second form, I like the first form. It's just more adorable. And as soon as I saw this when I was battling, I'm like, okay, so I know exactly what they're doing. They're trying to find that Gardevoir type character, so people would, because that's the only reason why Pokemon's famous, is that they have 4 characters that people just want to, just want to get on with,
It's funny, back before I had played the game, I had looked through the decks, and I think I sent that to the group. I'm like, here's the fuckable one.
And I'm like, it's on my team. But yeah, so I found her in a cave, which is the funny, because I'm like, okay, I bet you have to find water or something to go on. And it's just like, oh no, she's just hiding in a cave. I'm like,
yeah, I didn't find her in the cave at first. I found her on the island, in a spot where it kind of made sense.
And I'll just do the quick honorable mention. Her second form, Siren F. Muffa. Oh my god, Siren E. Muffa. I honestly have never said any of these words out loud. So
I feel like it's I don't
I know it's Siren.
Siren Muffa.
It's that Y, right?
Siren Muffa.
But yeah, so that was
that. No, it's Siren. Yeah, I don't know. I look at it. I always look at these names and it's like I don't
Siren Muffa? I don't know.
Sir Nympha.
That's probably what it is. You're probably right.
Yeah, I'm getting tripped up because I keep thinking it's Siren, but no, it's
that Y.
It's a mix between Siren and Nymph.
All right, I'll let you go with your next one.
So my next one is Dominator.
Dominator. Oh yeah, the alligator. He was on my team the whole time. Never used him.
Yeah, so he gets 2 broken skills near the end. Like he gets one that's just here's 50 stamina back, and then he gets a heal move that heals for up to 30% of his health.
Oh, nice.
So you can just stall with that, and it's real good. I like him because
Feraligatr.
Yeah, he's just Feraligatr.
My joke with him is he's always the thief that got fat. It just stopped. Didn't realize that he can't be a thief anymore.
Well, no, now he's the boss. He doesn't have to be the thief.
I don't know. That cape makes him just. I shouldn't say he's fat. He's just big.
He's a little portly.
He's a little thick.
Yeah.
He's a thick boy.
But yeah, no, my love for him mostly comes from my love of the Totodile line.
Yeah.
Because his first form is just Totodile with a bandana.
Yeah.
And that's basically what Dominator is, just Feraligatr with a bandana and a cape. Alright, who do you got next?
So, I don't think I usually get dark types on my team. But I had 2 dark types. I had my starter, and then I had
you keep calling them dark types or ghost types.
Yeah, ghost, dark, whatever. Deval. So, seeing his first form, I was like, oh, that's, he's a little cute little Reaper. And then he just keeps growing and getting better and better, and he gets a scythe, and I'm like, huh, I like this guy. But, he was another one that I had my team that I didn't use as much because he was way weaker than my starter guy, and I'm like, you're really cool, so I'm just going to keep him on my team.
Yeah, I had him on my team for a short while, and then because I had your starter on my team for a while, and then I think he got bumped off for this guy, and then this guy got bumped off for a different ghost. I never got to use him. He looks cool, but like,
yeah, he looks badass, but yeah,
I just never got to use him.
He's another one of those. He's the male. You want to.
So my next one is Hydrip.
Oh, cool. He was my honorable mention.
I never used Hydrip.
Yeah, did I?
But when I was going through the decks the first time, he's the only one that stuck with me. Because he's so damn adorable.
Yes.
He's just like... He's like a tube snake inside of a fire hydrant.
So I sent this one to the group. So what I would do is, so the ongoing joke was, well, Aaron just sends like really crappy ones. I'm like, yeah, I'm just, every time I see a new one, I take a picture and then I send it. So I sent this guy, and I remember Phil going, well, what is it? And it's fair. You know, if you're not looking at it, you know, not seeing it move around, you're kind of like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know what it is, but like, it's a fire hydrant with water coming out.
Yeah, he's one of them that I wish got another form, or like a third of evolution.
Yeah, he only has 2.
Because he evolves into a longer tube snake, but like, it just doesn't feel like it's enough. Like, I feel like there should have been more.
So, my next one. So, I had problems with ghost type. Because I'm like, oh, all these ghost type are kind of cool. Then, I started having a problem with fire type. Because fire type was my second favorite. So, I had this guy on my team for a short time. Q-Zizzle.
What?
That guy right here.
Oh. Yeah. Cuisine sizzle.
Yeah, Cuisine.
Quizizzle.
Because he had Chowser, which is his first form. Which is adorable. Another adorable little guy. And he grows up, I'm like, yeah, I want to have a chef because, you know, I used to be a short order cook, so it kind of, you know, brought me back.
He speaks to me.
He speaks to me. And he has a frying pan as a hand. And a spatula.
Fun fact, this is one of the shinies I found.
Oh, really? What's he look like?
Well, I found Chowser. He's orange instead of red.
Okay.
So I'm assuming Quizizzle is also
blue?
Yeah. He's gonna be green. Lime green.
They should do that for shinies. If it's a fire type, they should make it blue. And if it's a water type, they should make it red.
Yeah, what about the grass types then?
Make it white.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Alright, you go next.
Alright, so my next one is Flotter.
Flotter?
Yeah. Basically, he's this dragon.
Oh, yeah.
He is this dragon who is constantly shouting.
Yeah.
Either that or he's just constantly dumbfounded, and I love him. I don't really particularly like his third form's name. It's Furrygon. I think it's kind of bad. But, like, Flotter is so damn adorable.
He is.
He's just constantly shouting.
So my next one is Corrosion.
Yes, the man who breaks the game.
Yes, he literally is, like, if you go to his, like, whatever the dex is called, it literally, you know, the game lags. And I was like, is this game going to crash on me?
Finding him in the wild makes it lag too.
Does it?
Yeah, there's like a 3-second hang on the black screen before he loads in.
But he's just, he's just really cool, and I don't know, he's just
a fire ghost.
He's just like he has a lantern that he's coming out of.
Yeah, he's just fire. He's a fire ghost. All right, who do I got next?
Who's up next? Who's up back?
Raxuma.
Raxuma. Ooh, that sounds dirty.
Yeah, it's a little bit dirty. He is grass type.
I believe that says plant.
Yeah, plant.
If you're gonna autocorrect me, I'm gonna autocorrect
plant type, whatever. He's the final form of the grass.
Oh,
starter.
I had his. Wait, who do you have?
This guy, Raxuma.
Oh, okay.
He's the final form of the
okay,
grass
I'm looking
starter.
at the guy to the right who's an honorable mention, but we haven't said his name yet.
Yeah, so despite being a plant type, he became my rock. Because he gets 2 skills where he can just continually heal up to like 18% of his total health per turn. And if you're over leveled with him, even fire doesn't phase you. Like, you just kind of like, it's a war of attrition that they cannot win because you can poison them too with him.
Oh, nice.
And you just sit there like, look, dude, you've lost. Just give it up.
Now, I'm pretty sure if you made this far in, you probably noticed that one person's like, yeah, this is my strategy. This is all this. And I'm just like, yeah, I think this guy looks cool.
Look.
So this is the difference of how we play. Where I'm like,
yeah, here's the fun part.
You got all these strategies for these guys. I'm just like,
no,
yeah.
that was like strategy for like 2 guys. I don't think I'm giving strategies for everybody.
Well, yeah, you're right.
But you see, I didn't give strategies of Pokemon in the Pokemon Corn versions.
Oh, so
I picked Pokemon I thought were cool. Unfortunately, the Nexomon that I think are cool are the ones that I used, and I have a thing to talk about with them.
Right, I get you.
With the exception of Hydrip, who I never used.
That's fair. So I think this is my final fire guy. That, Sun Knight. So you get Stinger. I was like, oh, Stinger looks pretty cool. And then when I see his third evolve, or his second evolve of Moonsting, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's okay, whatever. He was another one that was on my team that I didn't use a lot. And he turned into Sun Knight. And I was like, this motherfucker's cool, but I got already 2 many fire people on my team. And I'm like, I don't want to have 2 darks and then 3 fires. So, yeah, he's a scorpion that has a shield, and then his claw turns into like a
lance.
A
stinger.
So he's a...
Not to be confused with the Nexomon stinger.
Yeah. So he's pretty cool.
My final in my top 6 is Centerra.
Ooh.
I never used him. He was the last addition to my team, taking over for Devoul. And
fair.
I never used him at all. But I love his first form because he's just a marshmallow on a stick.
Whoa, you just tried to do a Jeff Dunham. He's a jalapeno on a stick.
But yeah, he's a marshmallow on a horse stick. And then he just becomes a centaur.
You see, you dream and you become.
And yeah, I just thought he was really cool. So now it's our honorable mentions. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Now?
So I won't.
Now that you've got 1,000 of them.
Yeah. So I won't mention the ones I've already mentioned, but let's see. So one of the bosses, Bullzin, he looks like Magneton's third evolve. He's a legendary one.
Yeah.
He has a plus and a minus on his head, but yeah,
I wouldn't say that looks like Magneton.
No, who's the third form?
Magnezone.
Yeah,
that doesn't look like Magnezone.
It kind of looks like Magnezone. It looks like Puzzlemino had sex with Magnezone, and that's what came out.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Since you only have 3?
Yeah, I only got 3.
So I'll go again. This grass guy. Oh, his legs are wooden. I didn't know that. Never seen him before until today. I was like, I'll give him a boss cage. Or boss cage.
Yeah, the boss cage where you fight all the bosses.
Yeah. So he looked kind of cool. Never seen him before, but
yeah, he's locked in post game.
Then there's this mushroom guy who is psychic called Moonline, which I liked him until I found out that he didn't have another evolve, and I was like, all right, well, I don't need you on my team.
Yeah.
I'm trying to evolve people right now.
Yeah, that's how I felt when I was playing this game. I'm like, you don't evolve, you're not necessary.
Let's see. Then the next... Let's see, I have... you said you only have 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do one more and then we'll split. So, this was the last ghost guy that was on my team that I wanted to have on my team because he was kind of cool looking. But Chromicide. He's a...
yes, Chromicide.
He's a
scarecrow.
A scarecrow. And he looked like I said, another cool ghost type. So that's the one thing I wish Nexomon would have done. I'm like, hey, let's just go up to 8 or let's go up to 10. Let's just make yourself a little different.
You were already not using half your team.
I know. But
I relied on like 3 Nexomon through my entire journey. The others were there for filler.
Majority of mine were just there for filler.
Yeah, because half your team was fire and God.
Yeah. So I'll let you go.
There's so many fire types. Yeah, so keeping in tradition with the ghost types, Immortus. He's a big ol'...
oh, yes.
He's a big old mummy. I got nothing more for you. He's just a big old mummy.
Well, we're sticking with just generic generic things. Malrak, the water hammerhead, whatever thing he is.
Malark?
Yeah, he's a giant hammer.
Yeah, Oh, you're not even going with Thrammer. You're going with Malark. Okay.
Yeah, the third out looks dumb. His first form looks dumb too.
The second one looks dumb as well.
I'm the chin, and a pointy head. I'm Pinhead Chin Larry.
Yeah, but you see, Malark's eyes are the hammer parts. You know, the part that he'd be hitting you with. And it's not a good time for anybody involved. My next honorable mention is Unin. He's just an onion.
Sorry, I was yawning. I hope it doesn't catch up.
You probably won't. But, like, he's this adorable little onion thing. That's also... He's also constantly shouting.
I always took him as one of the Pokemon.
Hoppip?
Yeah, Hoppip.
He looks a lot like Hoppip.
Yeah, they look like they stole Hoppip.
They might have.
The Eevee, the cool form of Eevee, Varroa.
Oh, okay. That's not Eevee, that's Vaporeon.
That's what I meant.
It's just Vaporeon, but what if we souped him up a little bit? I do like him because, like, he taps his front hands.
Yeah.
Like, I'm bored.
He looks so cool. I'm like, who's his first form? I'm like, where's this? I'm like, oh, he's the only...
And then he's a common.
Yeah.
Like, he's not even rare.
Yeah, I know. He looks so cool.
You look at it, you're like, is that a dragon? Is that part dragon?
Oh, no. Is this a legendary?
No, he's just the most common. My final guy is Zumble.
Zumble. Oh, cool. I have his third form as not my final one, but Zapnik.
So Zumble and Zapnik are bees.
Well, yeah, one looks like Beedrill, but cooler.
That's Zapnik. And then Zumble is just a bumblebee.
Yeah.
If you couldn't guess by the name. But I just think he's cool. If he wasn't a common, I probably would have used him.
Yeah.
I just kept using him. My team was staffed with rares and up. Like, you couldn't be on my team.
You can't be a basic bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't.
Let's see. My final one is as Gemarax. No. Jamaxar. Yeah.
Jamaxar.
I was gonna go with Gemox, but I really like that form. He just kind of looks like he's like ready to just explode. You know, all his gems. He's a rock guy or mineral.
I think he might be the only mineral type we've picked.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I was gonna go with there was one more, but I didn't put him on my.
I'm gonna add one more guy.
Okay.
And that is.
Oh, go back up to the top. I was gonna add Lunabelle, because there's another cool one where it looks like she's gonna explode. But go ahead, you can do your.
A 4-tank.
Oh yes.
I love
the moving chess piece.
He's a fortress turtle.
Yes.
Tank.
You ain't moving him.
Like, I didn't use him, but I looked at him like, man, that looks cool.
Yeah.
Just put a little chair on the top, and you're going.
Yeah.
Going places.
Well, you definitely be safe with an attack.
Yeah, unless it's wind.
Yeah. Or water.
Or water.
Yeah, then you're screwed.
Or I think there's something else that hurts rock mineral. I don't know what it is though. It's got like 3 weaknesses.
Yeah, I don't know what it would be. It had maybe normal, wind, water, and.
I'm gonna pull up the type chart, and we can go over that real quick. Because we did mention it at the beginning or somewhere along the line. Alright, so fire is strong against wind, plant, and ghosts.
Nice.
I don't know why ghosts. I keep this.
I think fire would be strong against everything except for water and electric.
And rocks.
And rocks.
But
because I mean, if you're getting shot with fire, it's gonna burn.
I'm guessing it's strong against ghosts because you burn an incense. I don't know. It's weak to water and rock, which makes sense. Water is strong against fire and mineral and ghost. I don't know why it's not marked here.
It's a ghost. It's hiding.
And then it's weak to plant and electric, just like Pokemon. Electric is strong against water, psychic, and wind. I don't know why it's strong against psychic, but it's whatever. It's weak to mineral and grass.
Huh.
Plant or grass, I guess, is strong against electric and water, but weak to wind and fire. I guess that makes sense. I don't know.
Wait. Oh, never mind.
Mineral is strong against electric, psychic, and fire. Psychic. I guess. I mean, you see a guy doing like...
You get hit with a rock in the face. I mean, it's going to hurt.
You see a guy lifting a chair with his mind and you throw a rock at him. He's going to drop that chair. But it's weak against wind and water. Wind is strong against rock and grass, but weak to electric and fire. And now we're just getting into repeats, except from the other side. Psychic's weak to mineral and electric. Ghost weak to psychic, fire, and water. For some reason, they don't put that there.
Yeah, I can see why the mine was a little bit harder to play through.
And then normal is just... It's not good against anything.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's also weak against psychic and ghost.
Well, you think if you're normal, you wouldn't be like weak. If you're not gonna have any type advantages, you shouldn't have any type of weaknesses.
Yeah. I don't know why it's got two weaknesses.
That's interesting.
So, yeah. The type matchups sometimes don't make sense. Like,
yeah,
there's the obvious ones that they're just curbing from Pokemon,
right? Which is fine.
And then you get the weird ones, just like, oh, minerals are weak to wind. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Because most of the wind types are birds. No, you throw a rock at a bird, that bird's gonna laugh at you.
Was that good on this episode, or is there anything else that you guys do? I never make it to the end, so I don't know what you guys do at the end.
What do we do at the end? It's been a hot minute since we did anything. I think we usually just kind of tell stories, but we did that at the beginning. So
yeah, we kind of did that throughout the.
Yeah.
Well, because that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna because I was thinking, there's gonna be some type of walkthrough of like. Because that's kind of what I wanted to do, was like a walkthrough of the beginning of Nexomon. But you took fucking forever to get the game, so I'm like, okay, all right, Jabe, you're gonna have to walk me through this because I played 5 different games or more than 5 different games.
Yeah, it's only
since
been 3 months.
I'm on my next Pokemon game, Yokai Watch.
Oh boy, that's not even a Pokemon game.
Well,
maybe that'll hijack the series at some point.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably won't.
We'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Whoa, what's that in the background?
Oh, that's an ad.
Is that an ad? It's going crazy.
Yeah, I see that.
But if you guys enjoyed...
Make it creative!
Make it creative, clown! If you guys enjoyed the show, just say hashtag we want Aaron Knight. Because you can say if you want shiny Aaron, you can say shiny Aaron. Look at that, Fortnite's playing in the background. The greatest game ever. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, they switched it. They're like, oh,
yeah,
Fortnite?
the ads are switching.
Wow, that's crazy. They're just like flying by. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed.
All right. See you guys later.